breast milk, basketball, elevator, soup of the day.
I wonder if anyone feels like they're watching like the season finale of Friends or some shit. They're like, what the fuck? How are they going to wrap this shit up? Right. What are they going to do? And if this is the first episode you've ever heard, you're probably confused. You're like, why? What? Happy to be here. Wait, where you guys going? Dad? Mom?
Why?
Home Alone?
Fred, Barney, why are you doing this?
What, again? God damn it. Episode 95 of Is We Dumb, and if you missed it last week, we'll address it again.
Yeah.
But episode 100, I know it sounds like that's impossible, considering the last show will be on June 1st, but we will make it to episode 100.
We'll see.
But that will be the end of Is We Dumb.
Yes, and not because...
Because it sucked?
Nope, not at all.
Oh.
Nope, not because it sucked.
Damn it.
Turns out I just ran out of hours. It is funny, like, looking back lately, like, as I'm preparing for winding down... comparatively. Right. It's an interesting thing. Like I was really thinking about it. And
dialing it back to still way above average.
Right. Dial things back to working a lot of overtime.
Right.
But it is that thing where I was really thinking about it. And basically, Time Suck by itself, especially with Time Suck and the Secret Suck, is a full-time job.
It is.
Like just that's a full-time job. And then I added Scared to Death, and then added stand-up, and then I'm like, But I had so many other things for a while that I'm hoping that I had to be so efficient to get it all done that I've learned to work faster, that'll just be like 50 hours a week. And that will feel like a vacation compared to like...
Whew!
And it is a crazy
what am I doing with all this free time?
It is a crazy thing just having like one afternoon back. I was just thinking about it. It's just Time Suck is like the hardest show to go in and out of. Because if I can get in and stay in for a 4 or 5 hour block, then I get momentum. But if I go back out, there's so much information that I'm like, what am I talking about? What's this week's research paper about? And I have to like get my head around a whole new world again. And then like, oh yeah, that's right.
I wonder how many masters you'd have.
Oh my God.
We have to start Time Suck University, and then that way we can just start bringing in the diplomas.
It is a weird thing this far in. It's like you can only retain so much. But when people will bring up some obscure cult, I'm like, well, actually, they're very similar to the Order of the Solar Temple, and like they're basic, like with the New Age combined with kind of like Eastern, philosophy mixed in with Western. There's kind of like those Rajneeshi elements there. Like you just pull out all this weird shit. But if someone was to ask me, like, hey, did you see the game last weekend? No, what? What season is it?
They still do sports?
I can talk about killers and cults.
They still throw balls?
Do they still throw balls?
Are people still throwing and hitting balls and kicking them?
What about dark medieval history? but yeah, so it's not anything. It's
Did they kill their family?
Did they kill their family?
No. Well, then why are you telling me?
And it was a thing too. Just so everybody knows, if I was a single guy and didn't have like family relationships, nuclear family that were as important, I probably could just keep grinding out like 60, 70 hours and still have like a little bit of free time. But it was the kids' lives got so much busier the last couple of years. Like it kind of caught me off guard. They went from being like little kids to like, I'll do what you do. Like I'm along for your ride to like, I have my own mind and interests and can drive now. And I'm like, oh, okay. I got to follow you guys around now.
Whoa, how'd that happen?
What happened? And so, yeah, it's just Joe's done an awesome job and we've had so much fun here. But the other thing too is like, I just need more family time, more creative recharge, downtime. And also, and this was something that just weighed on me probably more than I ever spoke about, but I was just feeling guilty where it's like, you had talked about wanting to take things further and your ideas were good. But I'm just like, I hate being the continual bearer of like, womp, womp, womp. It's like where someone's like, hey man, we can do this, we can do this. And I'm like, no, tired.
Dan.
Right. I'm too tired. but like,
go ask your mom.
Well, it reminded me, I've been on the other end of that. I worked with this guy, great guy, Tom Saunders, great writer down in LA. We had writing projects together, but he was coming from a place of, he already had other writing projects. I had no writing project. And I'm like, man, I just wanted, let's go.
Right.
And he was always like, easy, take your time. And I'm like, I want to kill you. I'm like, well, let's go.
How about fuck you?
Let's go now. And he's like, I'm good. Just take it. And I was like, God, now I'm becoming that guy. And so I'm very excited for Joe to take everything he's learned here, everything he learned before here, and with Can You Don't, just like, be able to like put so much more energy into it. and have, a co-host who also has time to put more energy into it. And I'm just excited to see what you guys can do with it.
Yeah. No, yeah, we're very excited about it. At the time of recording this episode, we do have the pilot done. We have the trailer done. Of course, the trailer's out right now. And then the first episode comes out June 1st, which is the same day that Is We Dumb's last 100th episode will be. Yeah. So it'll be like a torch.
Like a baton
toss. And a lot of it is in the exact same vein of what we're doing here. Yeah. I know there's been addressing some of the biggest concerns that are popping up online. I'm not leaving. This is not like, hey, we're getting divorced and you're never going to see me again. There's people, I'm not sure if they did not hear the last episode, or the second they heard that it was breaking up, they assumed that we were just going to run and be like, fuck you, and go in different directions.
Yeah, Joe's still producing Scared to Death and Time Suck and The Secret Suck, and will make pop-ins on all, especially on The Secret Suck, but it's like his name will be mentioned in all the podcasts. He'll still be here.
Yeah,
I'm still here too.
And
Logan's still here too.
Yeah.
That was another concern, is that everyone was just like, fucking, goodbye! It's like, no, that's not what's happening. It's not what's happening. So, still working for Bad Magic. Logan's still working for Bad Magic. He will be the producer. And then, actually, a huge concern was if I will still yell at Logan. And the answer is yes.
Nice.
He will still fuck up. And even if he doesn't, I will still yell at him.
Okay, good.
On Can You Don't.
Good.
But yeah, so the welcome so far for Brian Albrandt, who... we talked about the other co-hosts. He has his own thing. He has his own following of over 1 million people. Does funny parenting videos. He is going to be the co-host, and he's a funny guy. Yeah. So we're very excited about that. We're bringing a lot of it over to the same point. And if you just come check it out, because I promise you're going to like it.
Yeah,
it's in the exact same vein. And like Dan was saying, it's just it just became too much.
Yep,
it became too much. But I would not have started up Can You Don't if I was not confident that we could pull it off and have something to represent Is We Dumb.
Absolutely.
I would have been like, hey, let's go over there and just suck dick. Like, I would have been like, hey, come on over. It's going to be terrible. So I just would have fucking done it. I'd been like, no. Like, I guess wouldn't have not have tried. Like, so I am 100% confident that you're going to like what's going on over there. And of course, you and Brian are just different. It's going to be a different people, different experiences, different comedy, but it's still funny. It's still an absolutely insane shit show.
It's great.
That's what it is. So, very excited about that.
And you can still see, me do comedy with stand-up. I still have like that comedy.
You still do stand-up?
I still do stand-up.
What?
So people can still go to shows.
What?
They can look on TikTok and YouTube for videos.
I thought that was just like a joke.
I still do it.
What? Oh my God. I saw that video. They crossed like 2 million views the other day.
There's still comedy for Joe and still comedy for Dan.
So things are continuing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Well,
and the space listeners who listen to the show, it's like we just have a slightly different formatted version of this anyway at this point.
That was another big comment in the threads. They're like, or just like be a space lizard. If you go subscribe to Patreon, you get to hear them do the same shit all the time.
Yeah, we just have it themed.
Right. It's just like about some dude who killed himself and killed a bunch of people. Right. But it's still just as funny.
It's just light jokes, silly jokes about murderers and Holocaust and stuff.
How could they have got their dicks out? And we find a way to make that happen on The Secret Suck, no matter what the topic is. Yep. Holocaust. Where are the dicks?
Where are the dicks? How do we segue into dicks?
Right. And we pull it off every single goddamn week.
It's amazing.
No, so it's going to be great. I know it's sad. We're both very sad about it. Yep. But as we talked about in a text, you could either be in a pity party or move the fuck on, and we're moving the fuck on.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it. It's just, let's just keep going and figure it out.
Yeah, and when things like grow out of other things, that's what I think is cool about it. Is the audience has come to love you and know you the last couple of years and seen the growth. And
some people hate me, but that's fine. I found that out.
Oh, seriously?
Over the last couple of days, yeah. They're hoping for me to really, really fail.
What?
Yeah, that's fucking.
Well, that's weird. Well, Joe did nothing wrong. Joe did nothing wrong with any of this. Joe has been carrying the show with all the prep because I don't have time. But I like that.
All it did was fuel me. So fuck
good.
It. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, good.
I'm used to this. I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then Logan, I just like that like you and Logan are doing it together, and it's it's like we couldn't, like Lindsay and I couldn't support like what they're doing more. And I think there was some Lindsay told me about concern about like why isn't this a Bad Magic show? And
that was the other one. Yeah.
And I tried to explain that, but just to explain it further, it is not a hesitancy and like, ooh, I don't know if we should endorse this. It's again time. It's like even oversight takes time, and it's like your name's on something, and then it comes with conditions too. Mm-hmm. And it comes with like, well, should we give 20% of this to this Patreon? It's like, we didn't do that to start Time Suck. We set that precedent now because we could with Time Suck.
Right.
but it felt like setting that precedent with your new show would be frankly like unfair. And it's like, and if we're expected to take like a cut of your show, well, you should get something for that.
Right.
And if I have no energy to give, it makes no sense to be like, hey, I don't have time to do this show, but I have time to manage your other show.
Right.
It's like, no, that's just unfair.
Let me go take a look at this thing.
So yeah, so full transparency, like what we're doing is like, we're going to promote Joe's show. We're going to take 0% cut of that because we just love Joe and we want to see Joe be successful, and do something else. And it's like, Joe is still going to work here. He still has a good job here, but I love that he wants to grind and, do extra and do more. It's we're couldn't be more supportive.
Cool, man. Well, I mean, I'm very, very excited about the new show. Been very thankful for what Is We Dumb did for my career. Excited to see where this goes.
Yeah,
we're just gonna pick it up. You're gonna feel right at home coming over.
Yep,
I promise you. And then last thing, people are like, well, just keep the branding, swap Dan out. That's not how this works. We talked about that plenty.
Yeah,
it's like nope. It comes in the same boat. Everything under Bad Magic Productions involves Dan. This won't. It just didn't make sense.
Yeah, and we want to keep this on this is going to be part of we had a website rebuild. It's like Is We Dumb's in there. It's like it's not going. New episodes are going away, but the show is going to be available. YouTube, all the podcast stuff. Hopefully for many, many years, It's like I think most of the stuff is pretty evergreen.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then winding this all back in, episode 100 is going to be a big celebration of what you guys have loved about the show. So send in your favorite Is We Dumb moments to dumb@iswedumb.com, and we will go over those, or as many as we can.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a very familiar trend between different blocks of emails. This, and then we're like, okay, and we'll just grind them down and figure out what were those top moments because they've been amazing. I mean, hell, I've been walking down the street and hear people fucking yell out, "Wake up! There's a gas leak!" It happens and it's great.
Yep.
Actually, that's funny because I was at one of Ezra's soccer games a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And had no idea. I was just standing there watching Ezra be mediocre at soccer, and I hear a whisper in my ear. He goes, check for shoes. Turn around to some guy. I don't know what the fuck he is. Go check for shoes. I was like, yes, always. He goes, great. And that was it. That was it. Just moved on with our life. So those little catchphrases will go on forever.
Yep.
I guarantee it. And then tying it all together, Logan, I know, is working on right now some last hurrah Is We Dumb merch.
Yeah.
Because the dummies have asked for it. But this one tying into all the other podcasts, Time Sucks, Scared to Death, and of course, Is We Dumb, we have the Bad Magician t-shirt.
Yeah.
Which has been promoted on the other podcasts leading up to this point, but just representing all that we have done here over the past handful of years. So it's available for the hardcore Bad Magic listeners. If you listen to all 3 shows, check out that Bad Magician t-shirt.
I love it.
I mean, even 2 out of 3. If you only listen to 1, don't buy this fucking t-shirt. Get out of here. You're a liar. You're a poser.
And I am proud that we were able to, for 2 years, kick out 3 prepped shows a week. I never missed a week. I mean, it's a wall of content.
Yeah,
so I'll always be proud of that.
Yeah, me too.
As a fan of you guys, just in general, I mean, that's why I came here, was as a fan.
Yeah,
I can say that everybody seems to be in the industry does envy what you guys can do.
Every single interview anybody's ever done within this guy, they're like, "What? How the fuck?"
Yeah, it seems impossible. You guys fucking pull it off.
It really does.
That's something to be proud of.
Thanks, you too. You've been part of this too.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, merch machine, man. Grinding out different styles for different shows every single week. It's been.
I know how to doodle. I doodle when I'm on the phone every time.
Yeah,
but you can't sell those. So Logan, it's a big part of this is you too.
And I love with this new show. It's it will still be a wall of content. You'll still have your show every week. And then, it's obviously part of me pulling back a little bit is, more family, more recharge time, but also to keep the other 2 shows more fresh. Because my big concern was burning out and then going from being able to do 3, 4, 5 shows a week to just having a complete burnout and going to no shows. And it's
that's not good for anybody.
That's not good for anybody. But it's well, if I can just be a little bit more recharged, you can keep them going. Because I was just coming out of another podcast interview before this. And that's with this other guy, Charlie Barron's, this guy who does this, what is this called? Something Gripes Cast. But he's just Wisconsin-based humor. And but he was talking about hey, does it ever kind of wear on you the never-ending? He was talking about in TV, you do a season and then you have a break. But in the podcast world, or in if you're doing like YouTube videos or social media videos on a kind of like scheduled basis, you're not supposed to ever take a week off. And so there really is like a genuine concern about burnout, because if you're never taking a week off, no matter how passionate you are, and I've heard it on other podcasts, and that's what I never want to become too. You listen to like first, second season, and they're so, and then you listen to like season 9. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah. And I've seen it on radio.
Anyway, yeah.
You go in, I mean, I'm not even gonna name the shows, but like shows when they were like cooking on all cylinders, and you go in, it's like a fun atmosphere, and people are all
strippers.
excited. Yeah, strippers is crazy. And then you go like 6 years later, and the second it goes off air, no one talks to each other, and everyone just fucking hates everything about what they're doing. Yeah. And I'm like, oh man, you guys pushed it too hard.
What happened?
Who
did this to you?
So there is just always like longevity concerns about like, how do we keep all this fresh? And and things morph too. It's like, I don't know how long the other shows will go. Nothing lasts forever. And it's like, well, maybe one show will morph into another show someday. And you're doing this show, you might launch another show. So it's like, it's just cool to see how it just morphs and mutates and keep things fresh.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, it's going to be great. Everything's going to be fine. Episode 100 is going to be a blast. We are not going to tell you how we're going to make it there, but you'll find out very soon.
You'll see.
Like next week.
Yeah.
So this is the last complete show in the format that you know about.
Yeah.
That we're doing right now for 95.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get into it?
I'm ready. I got a highlight. I got 3 of my favorite 1-stars we're going to revisit.
We're so excited for
the
that.
Craziest owners in the fucking pizza world and just restaurant world.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. All right, well, let's get the juices flowing.
Okay.
Log it! The very super most important starting question. Daniel?
Yes.
And Curtis. Sorry. I just threw a little curveball there. Those are the 2 dummies that sent in the combo for this week's Would You Rather.
Okay.
Would you rather shoot a literal gallon of cum every time you have an orgasm, or have to lick every door handle before you use it?
Oh, that's a nice. I didn't expect that second one. That's quite the turn. I'm trying to think. I have to really conceptualize what a gallon of cum would look like. Like a milk gallon.
A jug.
A jug of cum.
A juggy.
A big ass.
Fucking jug. And does it come out at the same pace as a normal orgasm? So it's like this never end, like almost a nuisance.
Oh yeah.
Where she's like, Jesus Christ. How long does that take in little spurts to put a gallon out?
I think.
Are you coming for an hour?
It's got to be big spurts.
So it's a fire hose situation, or does it come out at the same time that a normal ejaculation would come out?
I guess that would take forever.
I know.
It'd be the longest orgasm. I think it's
terrible.
Like really, like it's got to be a little bit more power, but not too much so you're doing like damage. Like sandblasting a vagina. But I was just thinking and there's no way
pressure washing your loved ones.
There's no way for this not to be gross. Like every visual has to be gross.
Let's do it.
I was just thinking if you're coming inside, like the whole cream pie situation. Jesus Christ, it's gonna be like shooting out as you're thrusting.
That's
just so much like
fucking human Twinkie.
Yeah, it's like if you had somebody upside down and filled their vagina full of milk, and then and the milk is just splashing out.
Yeah,
it's like that with your cum, and it just keeps going for so long.
And I know
it's so gross
for a ton of women and even men that the cum that's the fetish. They love the cum. They want the cum part.
They want to feel the cum inside.
But you want a gallon of cum.
A gallon of cum.
Have you seen those videos? There are milk fantasies and also air fantasies. I'm not sure what they call it, but they'll fill up their vagina or air using
that's dangerous.
Like a compressor.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, they could blow up. Or float away.
No, I think they could have a fucking aneurysm or something.
Could you fill a human with enough helium that they would just start floating around the bedroom?
Oh my
and making weird boing boing noises when they bounce up. Anyway, but they fill them up and then they fart it all out, or they that's a whole thing.
That's a fetish? I'm not a doctor, but that concerns me.
It really does. So there are
you're not supposed to push air into a vagina. I learned that on Time's Up.
Right.
You're not supposed to, because I was making jokes about blowing into performing CPR on a pussy, and actually some medical people wrote in actually don't promote that.
Don't do that. Bad idea.
There's something about aneurysm or embolism, embolism, something like that. But if you're what are they doing? Why? That's a weird fetish.
I know. If you just fill it up,
fucking nitrogen or helium,
not helium. I was just making a joke. About putting enough helium in them to make them float around.
Well, even
that's
just
not
air.
real. It's just but just air. But they like the feeling of being full. They like seeing their stomach full. I don't know. I don't have the
fucking
fetish.
Weird.
I miss that fetish train.
Dangerous.
I know. But there is that. So if you are in that boat, I bet you would love to be full of a gallon of cum.
Oh yeah, I
Might
guess you just really want to be
really
full.
squeeze you out. That's too much cum.
It doesn't really specify whether it's human or animal, though, does it?
No.
Because there are different consistencies. Have you seen Jackass, the latest one?
But it says
no, I want to though.
But
They dump a bunch of like pig cum on something, and it's so watery. It's almost just like almond milk.
I'd rather that than too thick.
Yeah,
I'd rather it be watery than pudding.
Thick.
Like the pudding cum.
like snot.
Oh, it's always such a disappointment. You're watching a good porn, and guy shoots out a couple spoons of pudding.
What is that? Dehydration?
It's just a mess. It's a fucking waste of my time. Like if I'm trying to time it and like be like, I'm gonna finish this up when you guys finish it up.
Yeah,
that's something that people do, right? And he puts
that's your fetish.
And he throws some fucking pudding out there, ruins it. If I come and there's a bunch of pudding, now I'm mad and my weekend's ruined.
You're like a synchronized comer.
Not all the time, but it is fun. Sometimes it's fun. It's like, hey, bro, cool. Me too. Like if I could give him like
a little fist bump,
like a Lethal Weapon like handshake, just like bring it in, blood sport, fucking what's up? Yeah, I would, but I can't because he's in a video.
Okay.
But we did it together as a couple.
How much cum do you think a butt can hold? Like, if you're having anal sex,
I don't know,
and you cum a gallon into someone's butt.
Logan, just because I'm curious, how much cum do whales?
Already on it.
Is it 3 gallons of cum? And if that is, why do I know that? But I think it's like 3 to 5 gallons of cum.
Man, but the whale has
just
such
the right
huge
amount.
Whale vagina to pump that cum into,
and a big ass dick.
20 liters.
Okay, convert that to football fields.
Is it 4 liters in a gallon, roughly?
Yeah. 24, 5, 10, 15. We're not going to do this right now. So, but yeah. So either a gallon of cum every time that you orgasm.
Yeah.
I don't even know what job you could have. Could you work at a water park? You're a slide lubricator.
I mean, you're going to go into fetish porn.
Sure.
I mean, that's your,
that's
your
hot.
only job.
What if you have a tiny ass dick?
Oh no!
Like you don't even have a hog that's putting this stuff out. You have a little.
What if you're really unattractive
button.
and you're like just have like a not
a spurty
masculine
button.
look, and you have this your dick can't even get fully hard.
Just have a squishy gumdrop.
And it just squishes out so much.
What a mess!
It looks like this. It looks like a sad little dick has a head cold.
It's just like a sick snail,
and it's sneezing out so much snot,
like a leaky glue bottle.
Oh. No, but smaller. Just the tip of a glue bottle. Like you just have the nozzle on the end. That's all you get. And by snail, I meant slug. So it's like that kind of weird look, not big enough to be a good time. So that sucks.
God, that would be a bummer to find the partner who's like, I want a little dick that doesn't get very hard, but comes a gallon.
Dude.
Like they're just in it for the cum. They just want the cum. They don't care about the feeling of a hard, fleshy piece rubbing against them.
And whoever's out there seeking for that, they've been through some shit. That relationship is not going to last if they're that finite on their fucking wants and needs.
But then,
he has a great job, great personality, great family. Dick's too big. Does it come a gallon? Yeah. But I'm looking for more like a slug-looking dick. All right. Well, good luck on your happiness.
And then, but the other side, licking every doorknob of every room you have to go in.
Yeah, every doorknob handle, yeah.
Ooh. I mean, you're going to be sick all the time.
Health risk.
Big health risk. Mm-hmm. You're going to catch everything. You have to either just like stay in your house or catch everything.
You have to
fucking lick the gas station door.
Oh,
gas station bathroom. To get out of the gas station bathroom, you got to lick the fucking door.
Dude.
Doorknob, whatever handle.
Yeah, or can I use your bathroom? Sure.
Yeah. Ugh. God.
Lucky it says door handle. Because if you said handle, that's every urinal, every toilet.
Oh, yeah.
So it is door handle.
Okay.
So you get excused from that. It's not car doors. Yeah, it is.
No, I think it's. I'm picturing every door. I'm picturing every door. And then does that count on bathroom stalls too? Like if you have to take a shit in the bathroom, you got to lick that fucking thing open.
In and out.
In and out. And you know that so many people don't wash their hands. Mm-hmm. And nobody washes their hands when they're going from the toilet to the sink. So you got to hope that everyone was fucking perfect with their wiping.
Right.
And no particles of shit got under their fingers.
They were conscious
licking that now.
About your condition. They're like, I'm going to really take care of these wipes. Because there might be somebody who has some black magic shit going on. They have to lick the door handle on their way out.
And then what if you get some asshole coworker? You have like one kind of public bathroom, and he intentionally wipes his shit on the handles, knowing that you have to fucking lick it off.
Well, that's a villain. That's a villain origin story.
If I didn't like somebody and that was their curse, they had to lick the handles all the time, I'd wipe my shit on the bathroom stuff and be like, "Fuck you."
All sorts of stuff. Going to their house, wiping shit on all the things.
Just right in front of them, put your hand down your ass crack and just fucking grease that doorknob.
I'm trying to think of
a
weird door of some sort. Like what could qualify as a door that you could always like go touchy and put some shit on or rub your dick on.
Oh yeah, rub your dick. Mm-hmm. Just not even be horny. Just jerk off in the bathroom stall just to come on the door handle. Mm-hmm. And then just knowing that he's waiting to go to the bathroom.
That did just...
And then give him laxatives. Give laxatives in his coffee and then go come on the door handle.
I did look up hyper ejaculation.
Okay.
And some people can come up to a pint.
How many pints?
Full pint.
How many pints in a gallon?
How many pints in a gallon?
6, I believe.
That's so
fucking gross.
Fucked.
8. But still,
8.
1/8 of a fucking that's a lot of cum.
That's a
much lot of cum.
That is
it's a fucking pint glass.
I don't mind a little cum.
No, it's too much.
That's too much cum.
Way too much.
Too much for no fun.
It's called hyperspermia.
Hyperspermia.
What a creative name. There's so many. Think about the medical terms out there that they're like quackalakachigaliga. And you're like, what's that? They're like, constipation. But then this one's just like hyperspermia.
Too much cumia.
Too much cumia. Lots of cum out of the dickia.
Gross amount of cumia.
Right. It's like, all right, gotcha. Unacceptable amount of cumia out of the dickia.
A doctor telling you what's wrong. So what's wrong? Well, you're fucking gross.
Right.
I'm sorry?
No,
you're gross.
Medically
speaking, you're gross. Too much cum.
Too much cum.
No one likes it. No one likes it.
He's fucking slipping around on the ground trying to tell you your diagnoses.
My advice, don't fucking torture anybody with that. Keep that cum to yourself.
The jerking off in the bathroom thing that you said and coming on door handles made me think about you cannot sneak a cum in anywhere with a gallon of cum coming out of your ween.
God.
Maybe in the toilet. How many courtesy flushes you getting away with a fucking gallon of cum? That's too much cum.
It's almost
a shot glass of cum is too much. Think about a bukkake video.
All those guys together is probably a pint.
There's no way. There's not
half
even
a pint.
Maybe
all those guys.
Maybe half a pint.
You'd have so much cum that I don't think people would even accept that it was cum. You could go in a friend's
I think you're a fucking magician.
You could go in a somebody's guest bathroom, just cum all over the wall. And if they came in there, they'd be so confused. They're like,
what?
I mean, it looks like cum, but there's no fucking way that one person could cum this much.
Is this unfinished wallpaper?
What is...
What? Is this glue?
Did he come in here and just squirt glue all over the place?
Is he finishing up the trim?
Did you just bring pancake batter in here? Right. You fucking dump it on the wall?
Listen, we got a kitchen, we got a skillet. We got a hot top.
For reference, the average piss that you take is a half a pint. So imagine taking 2 pisses.
Dude,
that amount of piss is cum.
I feel like I pee way more than half a pint.
You pee a lot, though.
You do pee a lot.
Guys.
You have a trained bladder.
That's fine.
You have an Olympic bladder.
Listen to me. I'm talking about per thing, not per day.
Right.
So per pee-pee time. But it's not like my bladder is so big.
You probably stretched your bladder with your training.
All right.
You have like a high performance bladder.
But have you ever peed in a Gatorade bottle or something while you're driving?
Yes. Oh yeah.
It fills up.
You can fill it up.
So get the fuck out of here with half a pint bullshit.
They're counting old.
The average pee. The average pee. Not when you have to fucking pee. But average pee.
I am so far above average with piss. I've never felt more powerful in my life.
They're counting like old, worn out prostates.
Dude, they went down to they go to the cemetery. They're like, hey, what's the average pee around here? Oh, it's 2 drops.
Oh man!
Go pick the right audience. But no one's pissing half a fucking pint. I hate the internet now.
But still, I don't know. Oh,
get out of here!
But I don't want to lick every fucking doorknob, though.
Nope. No one. That's too much cum.
But I don't want to cum that much.
So working at a water park, you could help lubricate the slides. What else could you do with that much cum? Firefighter?
Oh man.
Depending on
you could
tiny
be
firefighter.
You could be the creepiest.
You only handle tiny fires.
Firefighters kid.
You have different rankings. You have firefighter, then they have Dan and Joe. We work on like kitchen fires, like just things on stove.
You could be the creepiest, like pervy bush guy in the park. Where it's like you just jerk off in the bush, and then when somebody comes by, you start coming on them, and then like if you just chase them, you're running while you're still coming. Dude. At some point,
like make an oil slick.
At some point, it would go from like sexual assault and like fear to just like, what the fuck are you? How is this? How are you doing that?
Where's the tubing?
No way.
He's like checking behind them, like checking their backpacks. You have like a pressurized Camelback. And shooting a bunch of cum. Is this even cum? You're like taking a taste. Like, I don't fucking believe this guy. Holy shit, that is cum.
I don't know why my brain just put this there. If you could cum that much, I mean, you'd get tackled. You'd get like security would get you.
Yeah.
But if you went to like a baseball stadium and you just stood on the edge of the upper deck or the mall, second floor of a mall, and just started fucking cumming on everyone below you.
Yeah.
You could cum for so long. Like they would just go like, oh my God, oh my, and then like after 30 seconds, like, what the fuck is happening?
I mean, if it's going the same little, you're looking at an hour, if not more, of just squirting cum. Like, yeah, tackle me, I'm a slippery boy.
What if you did it at like a minor league stadium where the security guards maybe aren't as invested?
Yeah, there's only two of them,
and then you could have a thing. It's like. It's almost like a weird terrorist hostage situation where you're coming on the people below you, and then when security comes, you just flip around and start coming towards them. Because if you could come far, if it was a powerful come too, no one wants to fucking be near that.
Nope, let them finish.
For like half an hour, you could just terrorize an entire fucking ballpark.
You could Nickelodeon slime an entire fucking minor league ballpark.
You get the weirdest like criminal charges where it's like, you know, so and so was convicted of sexually assaulting 8,500 people today. Right. but it wasn't really sexual.
Imagine
it was more just gross.
Really fast too, like Usain Bolt. You're an Olympic track star, and you also have the superpower.
Oh,
dude,
God!
Just a drive-by fucking whipping. You could come a whole town. You could just run down the street, playing Paperboy.
Oh my God!
Oh, jeez, Louise.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come a bunch.
Hell yeah, dude. Because I feel like, I mean, what would that feel like too? Because I feel you have to be able to. You are orgasming that whole time. It's probably unreal.
Oh man,
annoying.
You have the best orgasms anyone has ever had.
Annoyingly long orgasms.
Annoying.
Like, have you ever seen those TV shows that have the people that come all the time and they can't stop? It's usually females. Because balls can only do so much.
Oh, yeah.
But they have endless orgasms.
Just rolling orgasms.
And they're not doing anything. So throughout the day, they'll just have hundreds and hundreds of orgasms. It's not awesome.
Yeah, it's
torture. Not a good time. Yeah. They're just trying to go throughout their day and fucking always have orgasms.
Weird.
I know. It's too much.
Too much of a good thing.
Hypercumia or hyperorgasmia. Hyperclidia is what I think that's called. I don't know.
Overexcited pussy-a.
Pussy-a, right.
Ding, ding. PGAD. Persistent genital arousal disorder.
Whoa.
Man. So there's that part.
Calm down, pussy syndrome.
Calm down. Whoa.
Whoa, pussy.
Whoa, pussy.
What do you got? Whoa, pussy syndrome.
Pussyitis. Whoa.
Easy, girl.
Whoa, pussyitis. That's why I'm not a doctor. All right, so I guess we'll just come a bunch.
All right.
Let's move on to Dumb in the Wild. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Logan, do the thing. Logan.
Dumb in the Wild.
Have a look at this little beauty.
Why not call out your wife?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I know where this is going.
Yeah. I mean, will she listen to this episode? Absolutely. So I have to deal with that. But I'm fine with that. Because this has never happened inside the Paisley household.
Right.
And it just happened this last week. And we are recording this episode like week of. Just in case you're wondering.
When this happened.
Yeah, this is a couple days before.
Yes, fresh.
So this was like last Friday, I want to say.
Okay.
And also kind of on me because I could have double checked because our work lives are completely opposite. We have kids and all the different shit.
Yeah.
So it probably would have been beneficial to have someone else on your side double checking what time practices are.
Right.
So.
But you thought you could trust your wife.
Yeah, which big mistake. Never.
Lesson learned.
Never trust women.
Lesson
That's what
learned.
I've heard. I mean, regardless of your relationship, you could be married to them. They could be a friend at work. Don't trust them.
Yeah.
They're going to let you down, and then they're going to result in like maybe going to prison. Which I don't know if it would have resulted in that. But so my Dumb in the Wild this week, Pepper does basketball.
Yeah.
She's doing basketball and volleyball and orchestra right now.
Okay.
So and then Ezra has soccer. And then he has his like after school STEM academy stuff. So there's just nonstop shit every day after school.
Yeah.
So basketball's firing back up, and inside of our team app, I forget what it's called, like Team Snap or something like that.
That sounds right.
Where they can write things in and tell you where practices are.
Yeah.
Coach wrote in there and said, hey, practice on Friday from blah, blah, to blah, blah at this middle school, right?
Yeah.
And to my wife's advantage, no times have been, like the time for this particular practice, which was 7 to 8:30 at night, usually like hasn't happened here.
Okay.
It has happened at a different school.
So she just got used to being like, oh, okay, this day,
Maybe
this
just
time,
seeing the
this
time.
place.
And the camp that Pepper went to was at the high school, and then this practice was happening at a middle school, right? So it's just a big separation.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm told, hey, Pepper needs to go to basketball practice at this school. I'm like, great, cool. Get off work, run home, smash some food in my mouth, pack up Ezra, pack up Pepper, and I'm taking her to basketball practice.
Yeah.
We go up the road, and we go to the middle school, and I'm dropping her off, and there's plenty of cars in the parking lot. I do remember thinking, this is an unusual amount of cars in the parking lot for a basketball practice or whatever. So I drop her off up front, and I wait there because I had the thought of, let's just make sure things are okay.
Yeah.
Pepper opens the door. I look in there, and I see people bouncing balls and throwing them around in the gymnasium. There's a couple gyms, so I can't see both of the gyms.
Yeah.
Then Pepper opens the door, and then she waves. And I go, great, she's in. Bye. And I take off. About 50 to 55 minutes later, I get a phone call from my wife, Erin. It says, hey, Pepper is at the wrong school. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah. Sorry, I just checked the app. She's actually at the high school tonight. You guys need to go get her. And so I pull up there, and Pepper's sitting out front, like all by herself. Luckily, there were plenty of people at this middle school.
Yeah. So
the first thing she did was she grabbed her basketball, which I'm proud of her for being this smart.
Right.
On the basketball was my phone number.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a part of the 4 had rubbed off. So she called the wrong person and then called some old lady that lived back in Sun Valley. She's like, I'm not Joe. I'm not Joe.
Right.
I'm not your dad. And then hung up on her, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh no. And then she thankfully remembered what my wife's phone number was off the top of her head.
Oh,
It was not
nice.
written down anywhere. So she's like, blah, 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 blah.
That's impressive.
So she sat there. She's told me that she went through her thought process. Like, maybe it was at 7:15. Maybe it was at 7:30. And then once like 7:40 hit, she goes, I'm in the wrong spot. None of my team is showing up.
Yeah.
So then she asked some stranger to call Aaron, and Aaron called her, and then called me, and I went and picked her up. And then we took her to the right place for practice, and I'd admit to the coach that I just left my daughter at the wrong middle school for about an hour.
Oh my gosh.
So
it sounded like she handled it pretty well.
She did. She thought, Aaron was like, oh, poor Pepper.
Yeah.
I'm blah, blah, I feel so bad, probably scared. And luckily Pepper was kind of laughing about it.
Okay.
Because wouldn't have dropped her off if it didn't look like people were there. So luckily it was the right environment of people. I wasn't dropping her off at a biker rally. Or like going down the street.
Circus?
Yeah, throwing in the circus. But like, great, I hope basketball's in that tent. It's not usually in the tent with the elephants, but maybe it is tonight. Bye! And drive off. So there were like the right support system where there's going to be parents and coaches that are taking their kids to sporting events.
Pictures of those seedy motels along Sherman. You just pull up in front of one. Good luck. Have fun at your game.
That's weird. The basketball's in shit fuck motel tonight. Bye. So we felt pretty bad, but it was pretty dumb. I've never done that. I don't remember me growing up being dropped off at the wrong fucking place.
Oh.
So I feel like a pretty dumb parent.
But you know what? I can't remember doing that with the kids, but it could have happened, because that is something that I absolutely would do. Mm-hmm. Where it's like you're in a hurry, you're busy. It's like, okay, because I've definitely shown up to the wrong places to watch their games, because they'll
You're
like,
watching other people's kids be like, I think.
Oh,
Kyler, good job.
Lindsay and I have done that. We've wandered around, like, because they'll have these fucking enormous softball field complexes.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of them. And then so, like, I know that's happened to me once before, where I wandered around just, like, watching other people's kids.
Right.
And just, like going from field to field to field, only to find out
You got
they
it.
were in a completely different fucking location. I'm
Right.
like, God damn it. Like, I just didn't look at the message, thoroughly enough.
Right.
So, I mean, because and I bet, like, you growing up, I bet you didn't rotate. You didn't move practice around. You're a small area.
Yeah.
And it's always at the same place.
Yeah, the town was small enough. Shit
That's
is
how it was
different.
for me.
Shit is different up here.
Yeah.
Like if back home there was one place that had basketball hoops.
Yep.
So it was going to be at the place where the basketball hoops were.
Oh, my parents had it so easy. I'm going to go to the basketball hoops.
Right.
The only fucking ones in town.
Take the S off of it.
I'm going to the basketball hoop.
Right.
And they're like, well, I know where he's going to be.
Right. I know where that basketball hoop is.
Where's practice? At the football field.
Right. Very whoop. And here we go.
Yep.
Where's soccer? Oh, you know, soccer field. Okay. I will
Got
see
it.
you there.
Nailed it.
Where's the baseball game today?
It took me so long to get used to that. I used to complain. I've gotten over it. And Lindsay does 90% of all of the kid stuff that way. So I can't even really complain. But I would in moments when I get frustrated and be like, well, just, it's just so different when I grew up. And it's just so frustrating that it's so more complicated. And she's like, you grew up on another fucking planet. Like, you can't compare.
You grew up on a field, Dan. Fine.
Fine. but I would get so jealous in moments. I'm like, oh, that was so nice.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if I missed the bus, I could just walk home. Like grade school and junior high, it was like close enough to walk.
Every single day until I got to middle school.
Yeah.
And then even then it was like, ride your fucking bike to middle school.
Right.
And, I mean, it was a mile, but I could do it.
But not 10
I was a
miles.
big boy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't going across an entire county to get to my high school.
Yep.
Yeah, it was always within driving distance or walking or riding your bike distance.
Yeah. Now Pepper, I bet, feels like a little independent. She handled it. And I bet she seems like she would be a smart ass. I bet you're going to hear about this in the future.
She did say, she goes, I almost cried.
Oh,
She
no!
goes, but I didn't. But I did. She goes, almost cried. And I was like, yeah. She goes, but I didn't. And I was like, fuck yeah. I guess I reached my hand back, gave her a high five. And I was like, and she goes, and I was like, why didn't you cry? She goes, I knew you'd come back because you thought I was here practicing. So you'd be back at some point. And I was like, hell yeah.
Nice.
You get it.
Okay, good.
Because I remember those panic modes when you're a kid, you get lost in a department store.
I panicked
and you
hard
think
a few times.
That's it. You are going to an orphanage.
Yep.
Everyone's dead. And all you are is one dress rack away from your parents, and you can't see them.
Yep.
And you think that's the end of the world.
Dude, I was probably too old to have this kind of meltdown, but I had to have been
Last week?
last week.
Last week you're at Triple Play?
I was a triple A with Lindsay. And we
Which
got
is
separated.
a family fun park, by the way, if you're not from here.
And I got separated. And can you imagine?
I thought we were bowling.
Oh my God, just a fucking 45-year-old man going over to the intercom and just weeping, like sobbing. It takes him a while to get the information. I don't know. I don't know where she is. Help me. Help me, just fucking tears going, snot bubbles.
This fucking wreck. Where'd you last see him?
And then
We had a pizza. And it was my friend's birthday. Just like losing.
oh my God. They have to go in the intercom system. Is there a Lindsay Cummins?
Right.
Your husband is hysterical.
Right.
He is near the ticketing machines.
And he's been drinking.
He's been drinking.
And he's hungry.
He's near the whack-a-mole. He's hungry. He's not. His blood sugar's low, and he's panicking. Please, immediately.
He has pants on now. He's trying to take them off. Please, Lindsay Cummins, come to the whack-a-mole.
But I did do that when I was like, I must have been around 10, which is embarrassing. 10 or 11. It was the Lewiston, Idaho Mall, which is not even really a mall. At that time, it was like Sears, JCPenney's, Macy's, 6 other little stores, and an Orange Julius.
Dude, always an Orange Julius.
Oh, that was the only. Their food court. Their food court was an Orange Julius. Period.
That's all you need.
Hot dogs.
Come
Orange
on,
Julius.
come on. Are Orange Julius across the entire nation? Are there
know,
people
they're
out
so
there
good.
that have never had an Orange Julius?
They're
so
in the
good.
Midwest for sure.
Cool. So at least we got half the country covered. They have to be everywhere. But if you're out there right now and you're like, "What the fuck's an Orange Julius?"
Look it up.
Go find one.
Find one and
Go
treat
find one.
yourself.
Go treat yourself and just know. I don't know that you fucking missed out. Anyway, keep going.
But it was one of those things, like you just said. I hid in a clothes rack, and then I hid too good. And I think they were just probably. I used to do that a lot, and I bet they were just like, fuck this kid,
Right.
and just like went on to the next store. But it's a tiny mall. It wasn't that crowded. I came out of there and couldn't find them, and then I'm like walking around the store, and like my heart's starting to race, and then I fucking melted down. And I remember my grandpa was the one who came and got me, and I remember as a kid knowing he was embarrassed. Like he didn't scold me, but I just the like eye roll, and just like when he had to talk to the lady, because I'm like fucking puffy cheeks, and I didn't know who you were. But I was like running scenarios in my head, like I'm gonna be fucking kidnapped, and they're gonna take me in a van, and they're gonna take me, and they're gonna fucking kill me down by the river.
Right.
Like
I was in a sundress, and then you guys were gone.
And then I love those irrational thoughts you have as a kid too.
And the aliens.
That your family is just gonna be like, well, we can't find him. Let's just all get in the car and go back to Riggins.
Oh well, one less kid.
One less kid. Oh well.
Oh well, guess I get double food tonight. I get 2 beds. I get the top bunk.
Right.
Just like, oh, good.
Well, okay, it all worked out. It all worked out.
I did. All right, we're going to move on to Who the What Fuck this week.
Okay.
And we actually are doing something this week that we haven't done in the entire course of the entire show.
All right.
It's not that special. Just roll it.
What the fuck is going on?
Set it up like we're going to break a record or something. No, but we do have a combo today where we have one story from the web and then we have one listener story.
Okay.
So usually we'll just do either all this or all that.
Yeah.
This story is fucking crazy. I cannot imagine this happening in my life, and trying to figure out like if I would not be like confused by it. How come it's not fucking loading? I don't know. I'm gonna keep.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Oh, it's loading now.
Okay,
great. But you put in your best effort, and then this shit happens. Ready for this headline?
Yes.
South Carolina boater who fatally shot jet skier he tried to rescue had no choice. Slain man's pal says.
I actually...
Did you see this shit?
I did it, and I was blown away. This story is so good.
Oh,
this
my
story,
God.
this is like... I see so much weird shit that I usually keep it to myself now, but this is when I had to show Lindsay.
Okay.
I'm like, this is fucking outrageous.
So good. The boater who rescued a
Jesus
jet
Christ.
skier from drowning in a South Carolina lake and then fatally shot him had no choice after the man went berserk. The victim's friend told investigators. Victim's Fred.
And
this is my Fred.
And how crazy is that sentence where the friend of the victim
Who's like, God do it, man.
is like, yeah, he should have killed him.
It's fucking bonkers.
And look, he was my best friend, but yeah, he had to fucking kill him.
Right.
Because he went berserk after being rescued.
It goes on to say, nothing worked. Hannah Ayers, 19, said of trying to calm down Drew Morgan, 29, on the afternoon of March 15th in Lake Kewah, according to an incident reported obtained by Fox News Digital. You don't have to go on to read here, but it says, John just had to shoot him. She said of stranger John Dotson, who was 74.
Yeah, 74.
Who she credited with saving her life after she and Morgan fell off a jet ski near Fall Creek.
Oh my God. And if I remember this story, the fucking jet ski has a mechanical problem. Something happens to the jet ski. They're stranded in the water.
Yep.
This nice older couple goes over, pulls them onto the boat.
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It gets them onto the boat.
Yep.
And then they're going to get help or whatever, and then the guy freaks out and wants them to, like, I don't know, go back and do something, but like doesn't want them to, and like starts to attack this dude. And then I think, didn't the guy get him out of the boat once?
Yep.
And then he got back in the boat and he attacked him again.
Yeah.
And that's when he shot him.
Right.
What the fuck was that guy doing?
I don't know, but I just...
That's so crazy.
From the perspective of John.
Yeah.
The guy who was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, there's an issue over there.
I need to help someone.
I need to go help somebody. I've got a boat. I'm going to go over there and just check things out. And then this dude just starts beating the shit out of you?
Yeah.
While you're trying to save him?
It's like you see a car wreck.
What happened?
You pull over. Oh my God. You pull somebody out of a burning fucking car.
Do you know what day it is?
Are you okay? And then they just start jacking you in the face.
Right. That sounds like every day at the hospital, actually.
Oh my God.
Aaron has so many of those where they're just out of their mind.
Yeah.
And they wake up and they're doing something and giving them fluids or whatever.
Yeah.
And they just try to punch your face inside out.
Oh my God.
So there is that. But that's not what's going on right here.
Yeah.
And no one really does know what was going on.
And if he was on drugs, that's, well, you know what? If you can't fucking handle your drugs and you go berserk on somebody, well, then maybe they're going to shoot you.
Right. But putting this scenario or putting this this situation in different scenarios, like we were doing with the car crash, but I pictured trying so hard. A dude fell down an elevator shaft, right?
Yeah.
And you are like, holy shit, thank God I know how to rock climb.
Right.
And you're the guy.
Rappel
This
down
is
there.
divine. The universe has put you in this position.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, you have some shit on you, or it's in the apartment. You're like, 1 second. And you run down to your room and you get all your blaze on. And you're like, fuck yeah, I'm the hero.
Yeah.
And you drop down to the bottom of this elevator shaft. You have your little headlamp on. You're like, 1 second, sir. I got you. No problem. And like fire and shit. And you drop down there. You get down there. You stand on top of the elevator. This guy's there with a broken leg. And he starts beating the shit out of you when you get down
it's
there.
crazy.
What the fuck what would you do? I would just be like, okay. I'd probably push him into the fire and then just start bringing myself back up.
Oh, yeah. If somebody just attacked me.
You would never think, you know what? Good thing John had a gun. What would have happened if he just didn't have a gun?
I know, what if that guy would have fucking killed him?
Because he's 74 years old.
Yeah.
That dude was what, 29, 28?
You save somebody, and to repay you, they just fucking kill you.
Dude, I hate it so much. Like someone's getting attacked by a bear camping, and you're like, whoa. And you have some kind of, you're like, I'm going to get a spear, and I'm going to kill, and you fucking kill the bear. And then they're like, thank you so much. Guy catches his breath and he starts punching you in the face.
Yeah.
It's so confusing.
So confusing.
So confusing.
What a weird day for that poor older man.
Absolutely.
Like, how's your day? Well, I saved somebody's life, and then I killed him.
Right. It was a win-loss.
Win-loss.
In what order? Saved, killed.
Saved 2 people's lives.
Right.
And then one of the people I saved had to kill him.
What the other person do? Oh, they said I had to kill him.
They tried to kill me.
Right. One guy tried to kill me. The other one said you have to kill him.
Right.
What?
That is like the most interesting part of this to me is that, is that the victim's friend was like, yeah, no, he had no choice.
We're not trying to cover things up at all.
Nope. Good,
At
good
all.
for them
Uh-huh.
for being honest. And it's like, oh yeah, the person I was with on the jet ski, fucking maniac.
Right. She didn't want to be out there.
Doesn't
Maybe
sound like it.
he was doing like too many jumps and she was already over it. Like her excuse wasn't even about the violence. She was just mad like the water was cold or something.
Right. Or she had like motion sickness.
Yeah.
I told him to stop.
The life vest was too tight. Yeah, he had to kill him. He gave me a tiny life vest. All right, well, moving on to our next story here. This is the one that was sent in by one of our own dummies. It's Dummy Jacob, and he writes, "What's up, you butthole eyes shoe checkers?"
All right. It's fair. Tracks.
Not sure if you guys will ever get into this kind of subject matter, but if you do, here's my story. Whenever you set it up that way, who the what fuck is exactly where this is going to go.
Okay.
Back in 2012, I was with some buddies in New Orleans for Jazz Fest, and we went out pretty hard one night. 3 of us were hammered around 2 a.m. Yep, I get it. Looking for a cab to a bar that was open way late before the days of Uber, Lyft, etc. A Toyota Corolla pulls up with a lady driving. She rolls down her window and says, "Where y'all need to go?" My one buddy who lives in New Orleans told her the address. She gave him a bid of $20, much cheaper than going for a cab.
Okay.
So we just agreed and got in. After we got in, we got one in the front, 2 of us in the back, and we took off. Should be about 15-minute commute. About 5 minutes in, myself and my buddy Nick are in the back seat talking, not paying much attention to the conversation in the front seat. When all of a sudden, our buddy in the front throws his arms up in front of his face like he's protecting himself from Mace, and he's yelling, "What the fuck? Stop! Just let us out! Stop!" Next thing we know, the car is quickly pulling over to the curb, and our buddy in the front seat is yelling, "Get out! Get the fuck out! We gotta go!" What? So we fled the car as soon as we could, get the fuck out of there, barely even coming to a stop before we jumped out. We get out of the car, it peels out, goes down the street away from us. We quickly find out that the driver had offered sexual acts for money. She had added sexual acts for money to the menu mid-commute.
What?
Which my buddy said, "No thanks." This apparently enraged the driver, and she whipped out her titty and squirted breast milk in his face while her other hand was on the wheel, which is kind of impressive. Moral of the story, my buddy Jay got teeted on, and we laughed about it. We still laugh about it to this day. Anyway, love everything you guys do at Bad Magic, and hope you keep on keeping on. Much love, Dummy Jake V.
Jake V.
Just getting fucking titty squirts?
Getting teeted on.
Getting teeted on.
I think I've made absurd jokes about that, like riffing on stage or something, just like getting to a weird place. But actually hearing about somebody squirting breast milk.
Using it as a defense mechanism?
I've never heard of that. Dude. What a wild night in New Orleans.
That's fucking memorable.
That is memorable.
That is absolutely just great.
Side question, have you guys ever tasted breast milk?
Yes, it's awesome.
I think I did actually taste Kyler's breast milk. But I don't remember
if
it.
you right now, Kylie's breast milk?
Well, his mom's. Like milk intended for Kyler. I know that'd be weird. Yeah, I sucked. It took a while.
I sucked some milk out of Kylie's
But
face
if
once.
you suck on if you suck on a young man's nipples long enough, milk will come out.
Can you milk me? From what's that show? Meet the Fockers?
Oh yeah. Can you milk me?
Can you milk me, Greg, or whatever, whatever his fucking name was?
Yep.
I have Logan. It's fucking. I love it.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
It's like coffee creamer. Like it has
Exactly. Yeah, almost exactly like that. Vanilla, like Coffee Mate.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So if you drink vanilla soy milk, and that's kind of reminds me of that, right? Anyone?
Did you? I had it from like a bottle that was pumped into a bottle. Did you actually drink it from the teat?
This is probably going to be a little too much, Aaron, in advance. But this show's ending, so here we go. But there is a while afterwards where women are pregnant, where we would be having sex. I'd be sucking on boobs.
100%.
And then milk comes out. And this is like years later.
Whoa!
Like not like right after. How, Logan?
Yeah, no, totally. I've had three boys. All of them are breastfed. And there is that period after, even like a year and a half after, they're like weaning off, where she's still producing.
Yep.
But if you're wanting to have sex and be naughty or whatever, like it still fucking comes out.
It's like
no way.
And they get aroused, like it's there. It's still there. Like it's not just leaking out.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't pump. It would have enough to pump worth, but there's still some that comes out. And,
how fun!
And I like it.
Nice.
And I fucking dig it. I dig a little snack. A little snack with some titty sucking.
A little sex snack.
You know what I mean?
Give you some endurance.
Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Little snack with some titty sucking. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right, baby? You using those lines in bed? You know, Daddy likes a little snack with some titty sucking. She's like a little self-conscious about like little like milk drips.
Oh my God.
You know, Daddy likes it. Daddy likes a little milk with that cookie.
Feed me, mama.
Nookie.
Feed me, mama.
Feed me, mama. Yes, ma'am. Squish. And it burns a little bit when it gets in your eye.
Huh.
All right. Well, we're going to move on now.
Okay.
All right. 1-star heroes. Let's roll it.
Let's do it.
I get no respect in real life. Always am upset. So I let them know I hate them on the internet. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Now I'm just yearning for titty milk.
Titty milk.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing. Not as weird. Not as weird.
Hankering for titty milk?
Not as weird as a compressor up your butthole.
No.
To squish farts back out of the same direction. There's no way. I bet you it's 80% or more of dudes out there be like, yeah, that fucking titty milk's a little hot. Has to be.
What was the compressor thing? Was that what we were talking about earlier in the show about that fetish?
Getting filled up with air.
So you're trying to like which fetish is more popular, titty milk or air compressor?
Yeah.
I'd say milk.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we're trying to make myself feel better. And
No.
then, I don't know.
You're a normal guy.
All right. Cool. It's good for my bones. All right. Okay, so what are we doing? This is a classic, right?
We're going to visit, since this is the last 1-star here, we're going to visit 3 places that have been 3 of my favorites.
Okay.
It's the Pizza Factory with the abusive, creepy manager who likes to surround himself with high schoolers, apparently.
Just drove by there
Allegedly.
yesterday. Yep.
Allegedly, according to the reviews and based on what I saw when I went there. And then there's also Steve-O over in the Denver area, the insane fucking supposedly racist pizza, store manager who carries a loaded gun at his hip most of the time and threatens customers on the regular.
Fucking sweet pizza pics, by the way. It looks like a fucking mess.
Just a mess.
This is our page. We're putting the best pictures up here.
Oh my God, it just looks
like
shit.
A fucking leftover shit show.
And then Drunken Shrimp.
Oh, yes, okay.
Where many stories of the owner and other staff members chasing customers into the parking lot, trying to fight customers as well.
Yeah.
So just very aggressive pizza restaurant managers.
Okay, great.
So first off, Pizza Factory. I think the reviews have gone down since the last time we looked.
He's just killed more people.
62 reviews, only 2.5 stars. So not killing it. Not killing it. And we're going to start with Christina L. Not from around here, wanted to try something new. The website says they close at 9 p.m., but we walked in at 8. They said they were not seated anymore. Glared at us while we were walking in. That's an hour before they're supposed to close. They took our order with a nasty attitude. The way they prepped the food was literally disgusting. They touched everything and go straight to making pizza. They do not wash their hands. They held raw meat and cash. I understand when you make pizza, you don't use gloves to touch the dough, but they touched money and didn't wash their hands before they touched the dough. Extremely unsanitary. When we asked for a refund, the manager was very rude. Do not recommend going here if you're looking for somewhere to eat. There are tons of other pizza places around. Good luck. Now, I picked this one. There was so many recent reviews based around them touching raw meat and then not washing their hands. Apparently, it's a fucking common thing where they're just like rubbing their hands in fucking raw hamburger or sausage and then just be like, yeah, I'm gonna take your money. Oh, let me just fucking slap your hands on some dough.
Picture what do you want? And they're just playing catch back and forth in their hands with the raw chicken.
Oh, yeah.
What do you need?
What do you eat?
Fucking juggling sausages. Anything else with that? Nope. All right, grab a little money out of the box. Now it's like quarters and sausage.
Oh my God.
All right.
I don't feel good about this.
All right.
Next one, Serenity S. 1 star. So unsanitary. They don't wear gloves. I watch them. Oh yeah, just touch the registers, raw meat. Don't wash your hands before touching any toppings. Okay, so we a lot of those.
A little touchy.
And then I just like this one. Daniel G. Manager guy is a prick. Needs to be fired. No wonder no one goes here. Poor guy is a sad soul.
Yeah.
I just like the description. Is a sad soul.
3 people, useful.
I know.
Agree.
What's the manager like? He's a sad soul.
He's a sad soul.
He's a fucking prick. He's a sad soul. And then
is the pizza good? I don't know.
And then last one, maybe a little music for this one.
Okay.
Shelby E. Sad music.
Going OG.
Okay. Really disappointed. We came here for the first time a week ago and loved it. We were excited to order to-go salads tonight, but weren't in the mood for a pizza. We ordered the salads, and I'm distracted with my baby. As I reach for the tongs, a gentleman behind the counter hollers, "Mama, could you please put a glove on?" At which time I noticed...
It sounds like something you'd say right before having sex.
"Mama, could you please
put a glove
use some protection?" At which time I noticed the sign and completely understood, realizing I wasn't paying attention. I asked another employee if she'd like the tongs back, since I touched them before putting them back in the salad bowl, but she said no, so I put them back. As I'm putting my glove on, I hear from behind the counter something along the lines of, "Why even order if you're just eating salads?" "I'm sorry, but I was told we could order to-go salads, and that is on your menu. If you feel that way, you should probably keep your comments to yourself." I felt awkward and embarrassed, and needless to say, we'll never be coming back. I know this review and losing our business more than likely won't affect your business, but something needed to be said.
Dude.
I just love like fucking belittling customers.
Yeah, I like that.
The fuck?
Also,
Yeah.
Little soft on the reviewer's part.
Oh yeah. Like calm down.
Calm down.
Okay,
a little bit of that. But if someone is just getting some salad in the background, you'd be like, "Why are you even coming here?
Why even come here?
We're just getting some fucking leaves.
Fucking hate people who just come here to get salad.
Getting some fucking leaves. Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, that is weird.
Get pizza or fuck off.
But something also tells me that maybe she has some other voices in her head.
None of this happened?
In her head, she knows she forgot the glove, and then someone in her voice like, "You always forget the glove.
You always forget the glove,
You always forget the glove. Wake up.
Oh, Shelby.
Wake up. Get the glove.
Wake up with the glove, Shelby.
Wake up. There's a glove.
Why are you even here if you're going to have salad, Shelby?
There's gas leak.
Bad girl. Only bad girls eat salad.
Right.
Okay, so that's pizza. So that's the least crazy one of these three.
Only good girls get salad.
Only good girls eat salad, Shelby. Steve-O's Pizza. Now I will say they're down to 2 stars, not a 5. 241 reviews,
So Pizza
And
Factory doing better.
and they have shut down.
Oh, they're done.
They are done. Yelpers report this location has closed.
Okay.
So
I pictured this not even being in Yelp. I thought it would be like a New York Times article about
Right.
him murdering a whole
oh
family.
my god,
Okay.
yeah. No, but before he got shut down, sounded like things were just as much of a shit show as ever.
Okay.
Ryan B, 0 stars. Do not recommend. Worst people in the world. Food is horrible. What a waste of money. Shut this place down already. Where's the health inspector? Let me call him now. I feel like a lot of people did call the health inspector, and they did get them shut down.
Right. Noted. Ryan, you heard.
Heard.
You're not heard, respected, acted upon.
Yes. Call to action was taken seriously.
Right.
Garrett P, 1 star. Owner is incredibly rude and condescending towards third-party delivery companies. The owner has made rounds on social media for several different reasons, such as berating a YouTuber in his own restaurant and calling DD drivers thugs for expecting a tip on deliveries. He's the type of guy who pays his employees minimum wage and then pockets their tips. The man doesn't deserve to own a business. Well, also, call to action. Fucking heard and acted on.
Recognized and done.
Because now he does not own a business.
Helpful, funny. One guy's like,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, 5 useful, 2 funny, 1. Yeah, cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And that was Ryan. From the last one, he's like, cool.
Cool,
you get it.
Isabella, 1 star. Racist people at this restaurant don't come here. Pizza tastes like utter shit. Horrible service. I'd give it a -0 star if they had it. I included this one because I just like the phrase utter shit.
Utter shit.
It doesn't just taste like shit. It tastes like utter shit.
Like milk?
No.
I love milk.
Like breast milk?
Like breast milk? Ooh.
Like sexy breast milk?
Steve-O's Pizza, my fave.
They make the cheese with sexy breast milk. 10 out of 5 stars.
Oh, goddamn. Can you imagine ordering a pizza? And you're sitting down, you get a little glimpse like behind the counter.
Tit cheese?
Just milking some titties on your pizza.
I'd like to try the tit cheese.
The fucking titty milk.
I'd like to try the prosciutto and tit cheese.
I'll get pepperoni, pineapple, tit cheese. That's just one half. Other side, all tit cheese.
Oh my God.
All titty juice. Like that's your dipping sauce. You don't get garlic sauce, you get fucking titty milk.
I wonder how much you could charge.
I would go there. This is how much I love some fresh ass titty milk.
If you had like a sexy porn star type like with huge boobs that you could see naked in the back of the kitchen making fucking cheese with her tit milk, how much would guys pay for that fucking cheese?
If we've learned anything on this show,
$5,000 for a small pizza.
Like just a little wheel of titty cheese.
Yeah.
Oh man, just picturing her yeah.
Eat a slice.
Hopefully
go to
she's getting a lot of money because in my scenario, it's a sad Willy Wonka looking factory.
Oh no,
where she's strapped up with some titties. She doesn't want to be there.
Some heavyset older like Russian fucking lady
with like straight up cheese whiz.
Babushka, just like just back there, just like a solemn face,
right?
Just these giant fucking, just kind of just squeeze, just soulless,
just down to her knees,
watching some fucking Russian soap opera while she's just squeezing tit milk into a bowl,
right? But not even tit milk. Like it just got to a point where it's now just like straight cheese whiz, like out of the nipple. It's all ready to go. It's been in there. She's been there for so long.
Oh my God,
cheese is already in the bag.
She fucking gets in the morning, does a prep. She just shakes her titties and moves them around until it like curdles the cheese somehow.
She's churns
the cheese.
Churns her titty butter.
Oh my God.
I would still eat it. Like, I love it.
It's still good. Still delicious.
I love it. All right.
Okay, Wesley B. Garbage, just straight up garbage. The owner is a bald, fat, racist pig that can't even see his own dick because of what a fat, disgusting racist he is. I just love the amount of anger. And I love 9 people found that useful.
Right.
1 person found it funny. 3 people found it cool.
That's cool.
That's cool, man.
Wow, neat fact.
That's pretty cool. Bald, fat, racist pig that can't even see his own dick because of what a fat, disgusting racist. This guy was coming out of there hot. He had a bad experience.
And then also, like, just tying that all together, all the adjectives of what he is.
Yeah.
I love how racist is also a qualifier for why he can't see his dick. Which should be pretty cool.
Of course he can't see his dick. He's too fucking racist. See that little fucking dick of his?
He's so racist, can't even see his dick. What?
You get it? Okay, now they tried to open up a second location, and it didn't last. This person, Steve-O's Pizza and Ribs 2. It only has 1 review, and it's 1 star. And the person,
Steve-O?
It's Steve-O. It's Dallas D, who said, worst place ever. So rude on top of that, as well as not worth anyone's time, and the original place is worse. Owner has the worst attitude ever. They shouldn't even be open for business. Well, I looked, and it's fucking closed. Steve-O's Pizza and Ribs is... Well, I guess that could have been the first one, but it looks like this 2.0 is also closed, trying to figure it out.
Fucking Steve.
Okay.
It's funny he dropped the E, so it looks like Stevo's.
I know.
Stevo's
Pizza and Ribs.
And before we move on,
just
because we won't have another opportunity to ever address this.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forget which dummy it was, but she actually called Steve-O.
Oh, yeah.
And had a whole recorded conversation with him, and they sent it in. As a total, it was just too much to bring into an episode. We couldn't like chop it down and have it represent the project as a whole.
Yeah.
But Steve-O was playing that innocent card. He's like, well, like some people just don't understand it. I'm glad that you're giving me a chance to tell my side of the story.
Oh my God.
And it just, we're like, for a second I felt bad, but then I remembered humans.
Yep.
Like people are really good at
playing the victim.
You catch him and he's nice that day. Maybe something happened and he didn't turn on the fucking point the gun at the customer card.
Oh my God.
Because clearly that exists.
Yep. There were so many reviews of him pulling guns on customers.
And the dummy that called in, like she started feeling bad. So she had a whole big multi-page email about how maybe he's not as bad as and here's the evidence.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one and 2.0 got shut down. So I'm leaning towards
not a good business owner.
Steve-O maybe shouldn't have guns. Or pizza.
Now this place
ribs.
is still open. This last place, this is the Drunken Shrimp. This is where like the very hostile workers, reports of them like physically threatening fucking customers, chasing customers out of the store.
One of the owners has like her own Facebook page for people that hate her.
God.
There's a whole community based around hating one of these owners. Because I guess one of them is great. I guess one of them's an asshole. Fuck. If I'm remembering this correctly. It's been like a long time.
Well, they're suffering overall. They're down to 3 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
First review, Blake S. Horrible, horrible, horrible. We went as a family. The lady at the front was in the worst mood. She wore flip-flops, took trash out, and never washed her hands. Then proceeded to fix food up while manhandling our fries and food. Then gave my mother-in-law a trash look for not tipping more than the enforced 20% tip. For a business that posts about being positive, sure is an ugly place. There were so many reviews based on encountering some woman who was in a terrible mood, angry, and just like hostile.
That's her.
That's the bad owner.
That's the one.
Yep. Ted J. I love the owner. A different dude coming back at Ted J. for this comment. Food was good. However, the staff and owner/manager were extremely rude. They have no idea how to split checks for large groups. Then after all that, we were told we had to leave and were forced out.
Can you imagine?
They just fucking throw people out on the regular at this place.
Can you split our check? Get the fuck out of here.
Get out. Get the fuck out. Just get out.
Well, we want to pay. I don't
Get
care.
the fuck out of our stop now. Because of this, I would say skip this one, try another restaurant. To add, after giving a restaurant a review on Yelp, the owner-manager responded to my review with insults towards myself and the group I was with. Clearly, he doesn't realize how this can hurt his business. We were staying in town, and the group has told everyone that we have come into contact with to take their business somewhere else. Stay clear of this restaurant. So he's mad because this guy commented, and then he leaves this comment, and the guy comments again.
Okay.
TT, the business owner, says, you had 36 people at 6 different tables with 18 kids. You came right in the middle of rush hour. So yes, we aren't splitting the check and holding up one person to run 36 different cards. We took you in. Be a little nicer or keep your worthless review to yourself. Are you in the parking lot writing this? How petty. That tells me that he checked. He must get some notification.
He knew exactly who it was.
And just immediately he's like, oh, fucking that guy that I just threw out of here.
Right. Fuck. I don't even know how you would handle that.
Oh my God.
From both sides of this.
Yeah.
I don't own a restaurant.
Right.
36 people.
Yeah.
He has to be exaggerating. Was it a wedding party?
No way was it 36
That's
separate
so
fucking checks.
many fucking people, and none of them were related.
Right.
Like no one's paying for like the other person that's with them.
Yep.
Like nope. Everything's separate, and just hand you a Bible stack of cards.
And I almost look at it like this too, where it's like, okay, 36 people, 6 different tables. It's like, yeah, splitting the check a bunch of ways, pain in the ass. But what if you had 36 individuals come in?
Right, but
it's the same difference, right?
Right.
And then
still an anomaly.
Yeah, an
for
anomaly.
36 people that would they're like, I will never pay for you, sir. We are all on our own. We're here together, but no one will cover anything else.
I know. Yeah, it's got to be an exaggeration.
Yeah, he has to be.
And then also, I thought the phrasing is weird. Is we took you in? No, you didn't.
Yes, Daddy.
You let customers come in, and you got a lot of money out of them.
You opened your restaurant door, and then people came in to get food,
which is how it fucking works.
Which is how that works.
What are you fucking foods? What are those called? A soup kitchen?
Welcome. Yes.
We take people in here. No, you don't. You serve them food that they pay for.
Welcome, my son. We're glad to have you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll have the salsa.
Okay.
Can I get some salsa, please? Yes, you can. Of course you can. Of course you can, my son.
Yes, my child.
You're
Whatever
safe
you
now.
need here.
You're safe now. Little kiss.
Next one, Jeff M. 1 star. We went to dine with 2 other couples and their children. The older lady working there was the rudest person I've ever dealt with dining in a restaurant. She made us wait to have our order taken, told another server we could wait. She either didn't know we heard her or didn't care. One of the ladies never received her order but was charged for her gumbo. We were charged an 18% gratuity automatically, even though the service and treatment deserved 0. For some reason, we still can't comprehend, she chased us out to the parking lot to verbally abuse us. We were in shock at her treatment. It would be in your family's best interest to stay away from this place. There are so many good options like Tacky Jacks or the Shrimp Basket. Believe the reviews on here concerning service and stay clear. That is crazy to chase people into the parking lot on a regular basis. Just the fucking anger.
She's just getting her steps in.
getting her heart rate up.
Right. She's trying to move her Apple rings on her exercise watch. Stand goal complete. Move goal complete.
Oh my God. I have one more. And I chose it. We're going to ignore a little political stuff here, but there's just the phrasing. If this is true.
Don't ignore it. This is our last full show. Fuck it.
Kim E., 1 star, disgusting people run this place. If the propaganda doesn't make you sick, the fried food will. The prices are criminal. They give different menus to different, quote, types of people. Their responses to unsatisfied customers are chasing them out of the restaurant, name-calling, and an embarrassing number of misspelled words. They still have their Trump 2020 sign up. That should really tell you all you need to know. Now, I picked this one because if it's true, the concept of giving different menus to different people is outrageous.
But great.
But fucking great. In a darkly funny way. But can you imagine, like, 4 different people come in and, like, okay, 2 are white and 2 are black. Oh, here's some menus for you. Right. And they're like, we have menus I think you'd prefer. Right. And then just some fucking, like, stereotypical condescent, like, thing. Or just, like, based on body weights and stuff. It's like, no. You get this menu.
Right.
That concept is so fucking crazy to me.
Like one has like all you can eat at a certain price. The other one just has it scratched off. Like you don't hand it to the big giant people. You're like, nope. You don't get it.
I just can't imagine, like, you go into some restaurant, somebody before you is like more fit than you,
right?
And they're like, "Hey, man, we got a fucking big ass, all you can eat, a jumbo shrimp buffet.
You want to sit on the back deck overlooking the river?
Oh, hey, sit on the back deck." And then they like you go next. Hey, man, that's all you can eat. That sounds good to me.
Easy.
You can have a yogurt parfait,
right,
or a chicken Caesar.
Right.
What?
That's it. That's all. Just hand you a menu. On one side it says nothing. You flip it over, nothing again. Like, God damn it.
Can we sit on the back deck? No, you go up the stairs.
Right.
You need the fucking steps.
Go up the stairs, and then there's one more flight. There's one table up there.
And then come back all the way back down.
And I'll give you a menu.
I'll give you a menu. Go all the way back. Come all the way back down.
Get your
I'll
water.
Give you a cup of water. Go all the way back up. Just like being such a piece of shit.
Then come one more time, come down, and we'll give you a Slim Fest. Then get the fuck back up in the attic.
We're going to give you Slim Fest, and then get the fuck out of a restaurant because we hate you.
Right. It's brutal.
But
what are some classics?
No one else mentioned that. So I'm guessing they're exaggerating.
There's no way they give them different fucking menus.
I've never heard of that.
That'd be so
fucking weird.
That'd be so weird. That's terrible. Available for everyone but you.
How funny for like a hidden camera show or something to do that to somebody though. Mm-hmm. Like at a nice restaurant, and here's your menu, or here's the menu.
The food's coming out and it's getting delivered, but your menu just has like mac and cheese,
right?
And like things, and everyone else is getting fucking filet mignon,
the catch of the day, and then your thing is like tater tots or mac and cheese,
right? What the fuck?
What? I know I don't want either one of those.
And it just says like mac and cheese, macaroni and cheese, macana and cheese. What? Different prices with bread, with tater tots. Fucking, and what to drink? Like, no, we don't, nothing on tap. And everyone's drinking beer around you.
Yeah.
You're like, no, we have nothing for you.
We have nothing.
We just have water. We just ran out. And then everyone in the background is just hustling around, dropping off beer to everyone. Like, what the fuck?
I would love to see a hidden camera version of that, where you just single out one person and you refuse, don't act like it's a joke. Yeah. Like, they're going to laugh about it. And then, like, when they kind of push back, I'm like, seriously, though, just let me just order, what I want. And then, like,
I've been here plenty of times.
And then have the waiter, like, go away, talk to the manager, whisper some stuff, have the manager come back. Seems to be a problem here.
Right.
No, you can have the tater tots, you can have the mac and cheese.
That's what we have.
But I want the sea bass. You can't have the sea bass.
Right.
That's on their menu.
That's on their menu.
That's on their menu. Your menu clearly states the mac and cheese and the tater tots.
Certain tables get certain things, and this is the only table that doesn't. It just keeps getting more and more.
And then slowly start to get more insulting.
Selective.
You can't handle the sea bass.
Right.
You're not sea bass material, and you know you're not.
Look at your pants.
Look at yourself.
Look at your pants. What kind of fucking shoes are those?
I'm happy to walk you to a mirror.
You wearing Skechers?
So you can see the same tater tot mac and cheese motherfucker that I see.
Right.
Because that's who you are.
Look at your Skechers. those Skechers aren't eating fucking shit off the seafood menu.
I'll fucking...
tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me right now. And he starts telling this fucking guy called. More people come over. A whole chorus of people. He's like, mac and cheese.
Tater tots.
Tater tots, bitch.
I'll burn this whole fucking restaurant down before I serve some tater tot motherfucker a nice piece of fish.
Right.
Just like...
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a soup of the day.
I'll give you a soup of the day.
Like a little side hustle. What is it? Mac and cheese. What's the soup of the day? Tater tot mac and cheese casserole.
I wish I knew like other languages. Just say mac and cheese in French.
Right.
And soup of the day. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, fine, I'll fucking take that. And then you just bring them a bowl of mac and cheese.
But it's kind of soupy. It's like wet. It just clearly has
just
water.
Too much cheese. Yeah, they just fucking added water. They just put mac and cheese in a soup bowl and then threw fucking splashed water.
Garnish.
In there, barely stirred it up.
A little like cilantro on top. Fucking shove it to you all violently. Oh my god, that'd be so good. Do you look like someone who deserves the catch of the day? Be honest with yourself.
Come on.
You have a little hold mirror? And you have like a little, like
oh my God. Like that haircut?
Yeah, get a haircut.
And then you have plants, everybody's in on it. So other people at other tables like, you don't. You know you don't.
I didn't once.
I did,
but now I do.
I used to be a tater tot guy too. And then I fucking did something with my life.
I grew up. Here's a go to this class.
You get what you deserve, asshole.
Hands over like a self-help flyer. Mac and cheese tater tot bitches.
As they're getting more upset, just random tater tots start to be thrown at them from just the darkness in the restaurant. Who's throwing those tater tots?
Oh man. See? All right. So Isby Dumb will go down the hole. This is the new reality show that we'll start. And we'll just go around the country. We got time for that.
Yeah, sure.
We have time for a fully produced.
We're going to shut everything else down, and we're going to pull off our fucking tater tot mac and cheese prank at restaurants around America.
That's going to be great. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I do have some good news. All right, let's roll it. Go ahead.
Sliver of hope.
Now with this sliver of hope, God damn, that was funny. You think you deserve that shit? We're doing this. We're talking about fucking mac and cheese and tater tot casserole.
Yeah.
And there's people out there that have invented these seed firing drones that are planting 40,000 trees every day.
What?
To fight deforestation.
Seed firing drones? That's fucking awesome.
I'm going to play the video just so you can see how these things work. Because they've been turned into like paintball guns.
Whoa!
That fire seeds into the ground from above.
Technologies is an environmental restoration company that combines drone technology software to really deliver a planting solution, the environmental space. Each of our drones can plant over 40,000 seed pods per day, and they fly autonomously. In comparison to traditional methodologies, that's sort of 25.
So just blast
faster,
them,
but also 80%
deep
cheaper.
enough into the soil
So
to plant the seed.
Yeah.
The adoption of more carbon mitigation, biodiversity loss projects to be undertaken, which is what we really need to do if we are going to start reducing the emissions that we've caused over the last 30, 40 years. This technology can deliver thousands of seed pods to the ground every hour, but the niche really lies in our biotech, which is the support system for the seed once it's on the ground. It protects the seed from different types of combative elements of wildlife ingress, for example, but also supports the seed once it germinates to really boost.
Isn't this fucking crazy?
Just the technology.
I know. So, like,
one of our core missions is
in short, what they're talking about. So it's not only these drones that are automated, that you give them a GPS region and say, hey, go plant all of these.
Whoa.
But then inside of the pods, there's not only seeds.
It's like a
protective shield.
Yeah.
So they'll fight off the things that would normally kill a seed, like whatever it's germ or infections or whatever it may be, and giving it the nutrients it needs to successfully root itself in the soil.
So what I'm taking away from this,
dude, it's so smart.
What I'm taking away from this is we don't have to care about recycling anymore.
Right. We just give up. Keep driving those fucking cars, baby.
Yeah.
Vroom, vroom.
There's plenty of fucking natural resources.
Vroom, vroom. Get a bigger one. Get a bigger fucking truck.
What I'm taking away from this is if you just keep fucking things up enough, scientists will figure out how to fix it.
Right.
So the rest of us don't have to worry about anything.
Bingo. If there's
bango.
If there's one thing we've learned.
There's one thing we've learned.
Through all of the sliver of hopes, this entire show.
Is that someone else will pick up your slack.
Someone else is going to help us because we can't help ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
That's comforting.
Bingo. It's so fucking, this is so smart. It's so
amazing.
smart. It reminds me of, damn it, what was that? That one, it was in, I feel like it was in Iceland or Sweden or something, where they were drilling into the rocks to release carbon emissions, or they were sucking carbon out of the air and then burying it into the salt beds.
And burying it into these crazy rocks.
Right.
Yeah.
And then by the time it would ever resurface, it turns like back into salt.
Right.
That's fucking.
Now what we need scientists to do is figure out how to invent a new kind of fish that only eats plastic.
Right. Well, we can't be that far behind. They've got robots and shit that eat plastic now.
Robot fish that eat plastic.
Get a giant fucking robot whale.
Get
you
a
lazy
giant
piece of shit.
Get a giant fucking robot whale. You lazy tater tot motherfucker.
Listen, I see your droney fly tree planty thing. I see your carbon emissions eating factory.
I'm so sick of
Where's
living.
your robo whale, you piece of shit?
I hate living in a world full of just mac and cheese scientists.
Right.
If we had better scientists,
Of normal whales.
we'd have nicer lives.
Cool, normal whale. Seen it.
We have these stupid lazy sentists who won't make robot whales
Hey,
and fucking
what we really
eat
need.
plastic.
Quit focusing on the fucking peripheral shit.
Yeah.
We need plastic eating robot whales.
Fucking idiots.
All right, well, we got a really quick to you from internet.
All right, let's do it.
Let's roll it.
The internet has all sorts of neat things. Anything you want can be yours. Let's take a peek, together, as a couple. To you, from internet.
Dummy Ativan?
Ativan?
Atavan? Is that how you spell Ativan? I think it's
so.
Audubon?
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Dummy Optimus Prime.
It doesn't really matter, given the context of what we're about to look at. But if you ever wondered what it looked like to be inside of a bag of cornflakes,
Can't say that I have, but I'm curious now.
Here you go.
Now that you bring it up.
there you go.
They just put a 3D camera inside of a bag of cornflakes.
Yeah. So there's the top.
Man, it's like I feel like a cornflake.
Right. So if you're a little flaky down there and you look up, that's what you see out the top. And if you're a little cornflake on a kitchen table looking at like looks like maybe a stove, countertop there.
Dude.
Just things that are really important in life.
This makes me think of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Right.
And if I got shrunk and I got dropped in a bag of cornflakes, I would fucking freak out.
But now you're familiar.
I'm familiar, but now I know that I'm probably going to die.
Right.
I can't climb out of that bag.
You got to make whoever is around you hungry. You got to jiggle the flakes a little bit and remind them that their stomach needs a little flake.
You got to hope you get poured out into a bowl of cereal and that you don't drown in the milk.
Titty milk.
Oh, man, titty milk.
Dude, I would drown in some titty milk. You know that.
If you had to drown in one liquid, tit milk.
Dude, that's a funny thing. I just love that the idea that people I've been holding this in the whole time.
If you could use tit milk for lube, would you do it?
Yes, get the fuck out of here.
You jerk off with tit lube?
I'd take a bath in it. If I could power my lawnmower with it, like a weed whacker.
Oh my God.
My kids. I mean, yeah. What? My kids. Sorry.
If you could power your kids were powered with tit milk at one point.
That's where my brain was going. But power everything around me, my car, my friends. The titty milk. I want a titty milk powered world.
Oh man.
And fucking robo whales. I want fucking titty powered robo whales. That's what the scientists are dropping the ball.
Exactly.
Turn that into energy. All right. Well, we have a fun story. We have one junk mail message for this week, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Logan.
It's junk mail.
This was sent in. Actually, I've been trying to get this message on the last couple weeks, but it just didn't work out. But here it is now. So, Dummy Tyler giving us an insight into bee stuff. Good afternoon, gentlemen of Scary Dumb Suck Magic. Thank you. I've been a long-time listener, huge fan of all the stellar content y'all put out on a daily basis, as well as Dan's stand-up, which you are still doing stand-up.
Which is for the time being.
Which is great. It definitely helps me get through the long days at work, which coincidentally is why I'm writing in. I work full-time as a beekeeper in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Day in, day out of my job is to remove feral honeybees from homes where they have inadvertently built hives. I kid you not, this is a real job I've done every summer for almost a decade now. What makes this job even more unbelievable is that the average size of a beehive here in Texas is about 100 to 150 pounds.
Wow.
What?
150 pounds of beehive.
Average. Tyler didn't write it in here, but I wish he would have. What's the biggest one you've come across?
Ugh.
Fuck.
That's a nightmare. It's a horror movie.
So anyway, 100 to 150 pounds if it's gone unnoticed for any length of time. I'm guessing longer than like a second. Because that'd be weird. Most of that is comprised of honey, and the rest of it is thousands of angry, stinging bugs that will happily kamikaze your ass to protect their hive. Fun fact, only takes about 1 sting per 10 pounds of body mass for honeybees to become lethal, even if you're not allergic. I have a pretty high tolerance given the consistent exposure over the years, so I'll start feeling almost drunk at 35 stings, queasy at 45, and needing the Pulp Fiction EpiPen treatment after 60. All this pleasantness in combination with with long work days in the 105-degree Texas heat, wearing an equivalent of a light ski suit makes for a pretty hardcore means of making a living.
Damn, I guess.
Naturally, the work attracts some interesting personalities. The guys I work with are best described as wild animals in shirts that figured out how to use tools, and fire, the bee smokers, but shouldn't be trusted with either of those things. Throughout the season, we are constantly getting into the weirdest of situations, busting each other's balls and playing pranks. My favorite overall is called the smear. And this is pretty funny.
Okay.
The smear is when you take honey, and as the name implies, you smear it all over an object that is left outside. The honey in and of itself becomes a sticky mess, but that's not where the devilish simplicity of the joke comes from. Not until about 10 minutes after the application of the honey is the full breadth of the prank scene. Because every beehive within 1 to 2 mile radius of where you've smeared the honey on the coated objects is going to notice. Literally millions of bees will cartoonishly cover any targeted item. Trucks are the usual victim, but attacks that have included garage doors, trampolines, mailboxes, beer coolers, front porches, toolboxes, and more. Figured you guys would get and everyone else in the office would get a kick out of this, given your recent experience with one of my kind. We are an odd bunch for certain. That cannot describe the nightmare that I still go through watching what happened outside the window. Thanks again for everything you guys do. I love seeing the shows continue to grow as much as the community around them. Bad Magic has become like a home in my headphones that I get to look forward to every week. 3 out of 5. Wouldn't change a thing. Best, Tyler the Beekeeper.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah.
Man, that's a hardcore prank to smear somebody's truck with honey to cover it in like, I don't know, fucking 20,000 bees or something.
Yeah, he said millions.
Oh my God.
That's funny. He sent in some funny or some crazy pictures of the beehives that he's seen. I didn't include them because there were just too many. I didn't know which one to grab. But it's fucking crazy. And mostly because just maybe last week or the week before, we had that video of the guys that were in that car that had the beehive in it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just crazy. And they're like, yeah, I'm going for a drive and joking around. So that's what Tyler does on the daily.
Bees don't freak me out in nature, but like just thinking about it in general. But that many bees all in close proximity freaks me out.
Yeah, they could take you down, no problem.
Just to be able to stung hundreds of times.
Have either of you guys been stung like multiple times at the same time?
Yep.
Yeah, it sucks.
I stepped on a ground hornet's nest when I was a kid in Boy Scouts. And they swarmed on me, and I had to run into a creek and submerge myself and take my shirt off. Like they were still biting me at first when I was like underwater to get those things off. And then I had to spend the rest of the day in a fucking cold bathtub, like an ice tub, to hopefully not die.
Did you earn a badge or anything?
I don't think I did.
What? There's not like a get stung by 20,000 bees
Actually,
badge?
I think people were mad at me because I ruined the fucking Boy Scout camping thing.
Oh, man, I'll get my fucking knot tying badge today. Fucking Dan.
Fucking Cummins. Dummy got stung too many times.
Always ruining this shit with his bee stuff.
Have you had that happen, Logan?
Oh, yeah. No, I actually, I got stung by like 12 or 13 wasps once.
Yeah.
And I had to go to the actual hospital.
Oh, man.
Did you die?
Once.
Oh, no.
No, I did swell up like really bad. Yeah. It was on my legs. And, like I remember, it was like a raised pancake. Imagine just slapping a pancake on your leg. Like that's how it raised.
That size of a welt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Just like a little butte, you had like a nice landscape on your leg. Over here's the mountain range.
I'm glad I wasn't allergic or anything because I just would have died because my family just never took anybody to the doctor.
You jump in, you drown. Like so you jump, you can't swim.
Right.
So you try to get the fucking water. You jump in, you drown. That would be sad.
It'd be a sad death,
but also kind of funny.
I mean, kind of funny overall.
Right. All right. Well, that's it. That's it for our final full show.
Yeah, full structured episode. We'll have our goodbye show.
I felt like it.
And some other.
I felt like it was good. I felt like we had some good laughs in there.
Yep.
Good.
We didn't phone it in.
We could have,
but we didn't.
We should have. Well.
We should probably show.
We probably should have. We got shit to do, guys. God damn it. I got this other show, and you got fucking other shit to do. Thanks to Logan Keith. Love you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Good job, Logan.
I know
you still got.
It's been a blast. I'm sad, but I'm also excited for the new show. And, it's been an absolute blast to work on this show. So thank you guys for including me.
Thanks, Logan, for learning so many new things to be able to do it. And and I love that you and Joe are working together on this next show.
Very excited. Cool. Yeah. So the last Is We Dumb is going to be June 1st, but keeping the tradition alive, the new show that I'm doing with Brian is going to be at the exact same time every Wednesday at 11:30 or 11:45.
Yeah.
I think we say noon, but we drop it as early as we can because
to give it time.
Streaming platforms put it on whenever they want to.
Yep.
So it's going to be at the exact same time that you used to Is We Dumb coming out. So yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same show. It's a little reworked.
Yeah.
And obviously you won't be there. So that'd be weird.
That would be weird.
Somebody wrote this. I'm going to address it right now. And then, this show's going too long. But someone was like, well, can Dan just guest appearance and just do like the 1-star heroes every week? I was like, what? I was like, okay. I was like, well, I think you're missing the point.
Yeah.
We got it. No, Dan can't.
He's working too much.
I know. And then it reminded me that I made that exact same joke to you, like shortly after finding out the show was ending. I was like, do you just want to be like always like a come on guest every single week? And you're like, yeah, I mean, I could. I was like, well, fuck, all right. But that did make me laugh.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Now I'm going to miss it.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah. So we have the new Bad Magician shirt. Go check that out. Then Logan is working on just some farewell merch. So keep your eyes glued.
Yeah, I'm working on something. Actually, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to finish something up.
Cool.
I think everybody will like.
Nice.
Sweet.
Go to badmagicmerch.com or head over to iswedumb.com. The private Facebook group Is We Dummies is going to transform. That was also another question that's going to transform into the community page for Can You Don't.
Yes.
I guess June 1st.
Yeah.
Pretty much that day. We'll give you more warning on that site, but it's been announced. People have seen it, and we'll just morph it over to that. And if you hate it, then get the fuck out of there.
And then the regular page, Instagram and Facebook will remain the same.
Yep.
So if you want to go back and revisit old posts and reflect old episodes, you can still do that.
Silly videos.
Silly videos.
Silly Little Goose videos.
There's a bunch of Silly Goose videos that'll stay there that'll match the shows.
There sure are. And then everything we do here in video form, head over to the YouTube channel, Bad Magic Productions. And that's pretty much it. You want to hear a little dad joke?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a little dad joke. Logan?
Hey, you want to hear a joke?
Wow, neat dad joke.
Sent in by dummy Kayla.
Okay, Kayla.
There was once a king that was only 12 inches tall. He was a terrible king, but a great ruler.
Ah! Okay.
Fucking Kayla.
That's good.
Get your
Clever.
shit. God dang. Gosh dang. Made me giggle.
Yep. Okay, that's clever.
Big, when I was reading that one. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here.
Well
All right,
played.
guys. Yeah, whatever. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Bye!
Bad Magic Productions.